of previous speakers today spoke about the problem which has affected the agriculture sector, about the losses, about some damages, about destroyed logistics corridor. The same problem also affected agri-food processing. But at the same time, when the various sectors of the national economics demonstrated a different level of losses with negative champion sectors like metal steels, chemicals, and others. But at the same time, food agri-processing, food sectors demonstrate the least negative impact of the from military operations, and even after the one and some months of start Russian invasions, food sectors announced around 75% of company from agri-food sectors, agri-food processing sectors, food producers, announce growing his capacity or the same level like before the war, around 25% announce the numbers increase the level before the start of invasion. I don't want to scare our guest picture about our destroying factory in our and different regions, because I little bit want to talk about future and about our solutions for the idea. When the start Russian invasions, we, even our company, start to think about remove some factory from the east of the country. And when we start to look in some place for our factory, we not found any place, especially for the agri company, for the agri-food processing company with all our specific needs. In this case, me and our team start to develop a project. It's with some chain or network, different industrial parks with agri-food tech specializations or agri-food specializations for the agri-food processing. Everybody talked today about challenge what we touched today. I don't want to repeat. We just talk about, we start to talk about investment to the local food processing. It can help to mitigate these losses and provide global food security. About food security a little bit. For example, about our company. Of course, we lost, first of all, during the Russian invasion, we lost 5 our factory from 15. And I think total loss our company, it's now around 1 billion hryvnia. But at the same times, we start to produce product not just for the local market. We have very good experience to cooperate with different United Nations programs, and even is this time we deliver some products to not just to the local customer and for the national customers in through the United Nations food security program. Okay, about our project. Our project, like first our project, it's like our MVP project. It's a Vinnytsia integrated agri-food tech park. Now we decide start our develop our chain in industrial parks in Vinnytsia. A lot of why. It's a good locations, good investment climate, good land, and high level of preparations for the start constructions. We finished to preparing all papers, all the legal, and we announce we registration Spark managed company, and we start to collect different residents from Ukraine and not for Ukraine, because our idea create full ecosystems. Like I said before, we need to integrated agri-food park. It's our future prototype for the typical agri-food industrial parks we called Volia food ecosystems. Our idea, heart of our industrial parks, it's a business incubator for the exactly new Ukrainian clusters, food tech. Our idea, it's a full chain of develop the products. Business incubator, when we make some special conditions for them, developed, first of all, Ukrainian idea and Ukrainian team. Experimental productions, for this case, we especially building, we built specially for this case, light industry box, when the team, food tech team, have all possibility to start to make his products very fast. And of course, main idea, it's a series productions in our park.
But why normally? Why people need to go to your park?
Business incubator called
Boris, why do you think people need to go to your park? What attracts them?
First, it's not obligation. First of all, it's just.
But you like them to come anyhow, so that's why I'm asking.
Of course, it's very easy. It's very easy. Most of the industrial parks in what is developed now in Ukraine, it's a very good project. But generally, most of the parks, it's this real estate project. It means it's locations for the different type of sectors, for the different factory. What's it try to fix his equipment and develop his productions. But our idea, it's a very hard frame for just agriculture processing. In our future park, it's possible to move in our park just if you not, even if you're not agri-food producer, you must to give some new advantages to your neighbors in these parks. We try to make a chain. For example, we invite to our park two packages producers. One, it's a packages producers, other it's machine packages. We want
so basically
to make...
they should come because of their friendship in the industry to a certain extent. I understand the benefits, but when it comes to presenting of your idea on the global markets, you just arrived from Lugana, right? And there was a forum there. Have you already attracted some sort of participants into your park, or have you gained also interest from investors to invest into the park?
Depends of country when the born of our potential clients or residents or participants. We talked today. Sergey Tsipkach talked today around cost of all utilities in Ukraine. Even now and for long time for future, we have very good utilities cost, and we have smart and knowledges populations for organized processing. We have big advantages when we calculate, when we check two calculations for ready products in our country on outside. We have good advantages for the start. Start from the cost of the land. We start from the cost of industrial lands and all other price for facilities, for buildings, for everything. The same times, don't forget about good legal and tax advantages what we have now through the Ukrainian new law, what we announced during the last year. Good situations with no zero tax for the equipment. Most of the equipment, when we move equipment through the border, needs to pay tax, VAT. It's a good advantages when we talk about cash flow. Zero tax for the profit, and government announced some support, real support with money for the infrastructure buildings. But of course, it's a start, I think, after they finish the wartime, not now. But now, even after the Lugana, I heard a lot of interest from investors, one side, other side from food producers from Central and East Europe who is want to increase his capacity and develop his business. But now in the Europe, it's too expensive, it's too long. I think in industrial park, not just in our industrial park, but in another industrial park, we have a very good perspective to the develop business very fast, or more faster. Mm-hmm. All our presentations, we of course, it's a status our parks now. It's start to everything with the pipe, with the tube, with the road, preparing the land. And of course, we have a lot of advantages about renewable energy and other and so on. We all our presentations has Ukr Invest, and if somebody has questions or interest, we directly send our presentation. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, guys.